why the gorillas don't. Yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more.
Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. Down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be returned from deep. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets it to Thomas. Back to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both, I can guarantee you, the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. Fournette fighting through. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
from just shy of midfield. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun now for Brady. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Being chased out left. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pitch catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And where have we seen this before?
Oh, that's
from
ambush.
Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Brady now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? It's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
There he goes left side. He's at the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On play action, now Brady. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense to go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Fournette again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Carter, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for being tackled.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw, Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Brady to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Fournette, a first down carry. Down in time. We'll see. And his kick is good. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the Buccaneers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Which one's going to be one of the key ones? But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot.